The pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuating that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
Oh, my Lord, please. What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode is over.
Wait, Vivica A. Fox, what are you insinuating?
Well, I mean,
he gave you...
No, he's not. I mean, we had a great time. I mean, but he's just seems like he's got something that's not quite clear, so...
Welcome back to Juicy Pulse, your daily dose of scandal and glamour. Let's spill the tea on today's biggest celebrity stories. 50 Cent just can't seem to let go of whatever grudge he's holding against his ex, Vivica Fox, because he's come for her hard, mocking her for getting a little BBL at almost 60. Vivica and her new body have been blowing up all over social media lately. And you already know, whenever Vivica is trending, 50 Cent is never too far behind. This time, he didn't disappoint. At first, he had people thinking he actually liked what he was seeing. Folks even started speculating that he might be trying to rekindle things with Vivica. But then, out of nowhere, he switched up and started coming at her viciously, claiming her surgery was botched and that she wasn't going to find another man. But if there's one thing people should know by now, it's that Vivica is not the one to mess with. And 50 Cent just had to learn that lesson all over again because not only did she clap back, but she also made some wild claims of her own, hinting that 50 Cent is on the DL and wouldn't know a real woman if she smacked him in the face. Buckle up because these two former flames are at it again and things are getting messy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Vivica's decision to get her body done definitely caught a lot of people off guard. But hey, it's her body and she has every right to do whatever she wants. She's a grown woman after all. Vivica Fox has always been stunning, and her body has always been top tier. That's why her recent decision to get work done caught everyone off guard. But let's be real, people have been talking about her body for years now, and most of it just doesn't add up. Folks keep pointing out how she doesn't look the same as she did back in her prime, especially during her iconic role in Kill Bill. But let's not forget, Kill Bill came out way back in 2003, over 20 years ago. Complaining that she doesn't look exactly the same is just ridiculous. A woman's body is constantly changing. She was in her mid-30s when she filmed that movie, and now she's pushing 61. Of course, she's not going to look exactly the same, but let's be clear. Vivica's body is still a whole lot of tea, and she looks amazing for her age. So, you can imagine everyone's shock when she revealed her freshly enhanced body just a couple of weeks ago at a meet and greet event in Houston to promote her hair brand. The internet had a field day with that one, but even so, Vivica's still serving looks and holding it down for her age. So, when she stepped out with her freshly enhanced body at a meet and greet event in Houston to promote her hair brand a couple of weeks ago, the internet went wild. And you already know, social media had something to say. After all, you don't usually see women in their 60s getting BBLs or cosmetic surgeries like that. Sure, little nips and tucks or facelifts here and there, but BBLs are mostly a thing for folks in their 20s or 30s. Fans wasted no time chiming in with their opinions, dropping comments like, "I'm all for people doing whatever they want with their body, but sis gotta chill. She already looked good for her age. She doesn't need more surgery." Another one said, "It's so dangerous. Our elders do not know how to elder. Perpetually 35? Embarrassing and risky situation for a 60-year-old, don't you think?" But of course, it wasn't long before 50 Cent jumped into the mix. He slid into the chat with, "Wait, let me see." At first, people thought he was being shady, but then he followed up with, "Who said I was spinning the block? Man, I ain't gonna lie, that booty was good though." It almost seemed like he was trying to be cute with her, maybe even a little flirty. Fans started speculating if he still had feelings for Vivica and if he was open to rekindling their relationship. But just when everyone thought 50 was trying to make amends, he snapped back into his usual shady self, the 50 Cent everyone knows and hates. 50 Cent wasted no time trolling Vivica Fox completely unprovoked. He kicked things off by posting a video of her new body looking noticeably different from what she's been showing off on Instagram. And the way he did it was pure shade. He added a supposedly flawless Instagram picture of her at the end of the video, which was clearly photoshopped to look perfect. Let's be real, Vivica did look different in that video compared to the polished photos she usually posts online. But seriously, almost every celebrity edits their pics on social media, from filters to full-on Photoshop. Social media is all smoke and mirrors, and 50 Cent knew exactly what he was doing when he threw that picture out there. He was stirring the pot, hoping people would drag her, and not in a nice way. But here's the thing, Vivica is not the one to mess with. And according to an insider, she's not even shocked that 50 resorted to such petty attacks. Apparently, he's always been like this, vindictive and throwing shade for no reason. The insider even hinted that Vivica is ready to hit back hard if he doesn't back off. She's been dropping threats about causing him all kinds of trouble if he keeps up the drama. Knowing Vivica, I wouldn't be shocked if she follows through on her threats to stir up some drama. These two are the definition of chaos. It's like they've been locked in this messy back and forth for over 20 years. Despite breaking up ages ago, they still find time to throw shade and take jabs at each other like it's their favorite sport. If there's anyone who knows how to match 50 Cent's energy, it's Vivica. Their history is one wild roller coaster of loving, hating, then loving again, and everything in between. It all started when they first crossed paths at the BET Awards in 2003, where 50 Cent was straight up captivated by her beauty. Fast forward to the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards, and these two were walking the red carpet hand in hand, letting the whole world know what was really going on. No more whispers, no more shady side-eye speculation. They were officially a thing. And during their superstar era, 50 Cent was on fire, dropping Get Rich or Die Tryin' and racking up a jaw-dropping 12 million sales worldwide. They were living that high-profile life, and the drama that came with it was just the start of their wild and messy saga. Meanwhile, Vivica Fox was that girl in Hollywood, dropping hit after hit with movies like Independence Day, Set It Off, Soul Food, Two Can Play That Game, and Kill Bill. Talk about a power couple that had it all. They were soaking up the spotlight, and Vivica was loving every second of it, falling harder for 50 Cent with each passing day. And to be fair, 50 was treating her like a queen. For a while, they were legit relationship goals, even if it was short-lived. Word on the street was that 50 Cent was just as smitten with Vivica as she was with him, and there were even rumors he was planning to propose to her. But here's where things get messy. Apparently, what was supposed to be a 12-carat engagement ring for Vivica's birthday during her Kill Bill era turned into just a pair of earrings. Why? Because Vivica somehow made 50 mad, and he straight up changed his mind about the proposal. From there, their love story took a nosedive. Fast. It crumbled like a house of cards hit by the slightest breeze. Privacy? That was a joke. Even back then, they couldn't catch a break from the public eye. Every move they made was making headlines. And let's be real, their relationship was under a microscope 24/7. The pressure was building, and the drama was just getting started. Having your relationship splashed all over the tabloids is definitely not the recipe for a happy romance. And let's not forget about that age gap. Turns out, age wasn't just a number after all. Vivica was in her late 30s, while 50 Cent was barely 27, and let's be real, his maturity level wasn't exactly matching hers. But here's where things really went left. 50 Cent just couldn't keep their relationship out of the streets. If there was a mic, a camera, or even just an open window nearby, he was spilling all the tea. And Vivica, she wasn't having it. Nobody wants their private moments turned into a public spectacle. At 27 years old, you'd think 50 would have had a better grip on keeping things private, but clearly, discretion wasn't part of his vocabulary. Between the non-stop headlines, their relationship going public way too soon, and 50's tendency to run his mouth like it was nobody's business, this whole thing was doomed from the start. Their love affair went down in flames faster than a firecracker on the 4th of July. The breakup between 50 Cent and Vivica Fox was nothing short of messy. After things went downhill, 50 Cent wasted no time letting the world know it was over. And he didn't just leave it at that. He went on a petty spree, throwing shade at Vivica every chance he got. He was all over interviews, social media, you name it, making sure everyone knew how done he was with her. It was like he wanted the whole world to pick sides. And the worst part? He would constantly bring her up unprovoked, as if taking jabs at her was some kind of twisted hobby. But Vivica wasn't staying silent either. She fired back during interviews, letting people know that 50 Cent's loudmouth was only proving her point about his immaturity. Their feud became public entertainment, with fans constantly jumping in to give their 2 cents. And while most people expected the drama to eventually die down, it just kept escalating. The back and forth shade was never ending, and it seemed like neither of them was ready to let it go. Instead of moving on, it was like they were both determined to one-up each other at every turn. It was pure chaos, and the drama was only getting juicier by the day. 50 Cent started feeling like his tough guy image was being messed with, and instead of handling it like a grown man, he decided to call it quits with Vivica. But did he sit her down for a real conversation? Not even close. Vivica found out she was single through a radio show. Imagine waking up, turning on the radio, and realizing you just got dumped publicly. That's gotta be one of the coldest ways to find out your relationship is over. But 50 didn't just end things with Vivica. He completely ghosted her. No call, no text, not even a lame excuse. Just up and vanished like a magician pulling off a disappearing act, leaving Vivica heartbroken and humiliated. And if you thought that was the worst of it, think again. Instead of keeping things classy, 50 Cent went on a full-blown rant, airing out all their private business for the world to hear. And the nerve of him, he had the audacity to claim Vivica was only using him for clout. The disrespect was unreal, and instead of trying to move on, 50 seemed more interested in dragging her name through the mud. The man just couldn't let it go. At the end of the day, all that publicity and non-stop attention just became too much for their relationship to handle. The media circus surrounding them was relentless. But like I said before, Vivica is not the one to mess with. She wasn't about to let 50 Cent drag her name through the mud without clapping back. She had zero patience for his nonsense and wasn't about to let him score cheap points by making her look like some desperate clout chaser. So, what did Vivica do? She fired back, and she fired back hard. There was no way she was sitting quietly while 50 spread lies like he was on some kind of messy press tour. Nope. Vivica made it crystal clear that she was never using him for publicity, and she sure as hell wasn't letting him tarnish her name just to boost his own. If 50 Cent thought he could keep playing with her, he was in for a rude awakening. But even after he dumped her, 50 Cent couldn't let things go and kept up with the pettiness. He even went as far as dissing her in his music. In his song, Get in My Car, he didn't hold back, rapping, "My game fuck with a body brain until she thinks she wife. I spent her life savings in a day cause she likes me. Commitment from me? Nah, not likely. Went out Vivica, I thought I was on or something. But then next week, nah man, it was nothing." He kept throwing shots, making sure Vivica knew he wasn't done shading her. The disrespect was real, and Vivica was not about to take it lying down. 50 Cent really made it seem like he was never truly committed to Vivica, making her look bad in front of the whole world. And Vivica? She was devastated. She described the entire situation as both heartbreaking and humiliating. But you know how 50 Cent operates, like the professional troll he is. He didn't stop there. He even tried to come for her career. When Vivica was on the show Empire, 50 couldn't resist taking cheap shots. During an interview, he straight up blamed the show's decline on what he called too much gay stuff. He said, "There are 3 million less viewers who tuned into last night's Empire episode. Did you watch it? We could not take the extra gay stuff or celebrity stuff." The backlash was instant, and he got dragged all over social media for those comments. But instead of owning up to it, 50 doubled down, saying, "It must be a slow news week. They're gonna say 50 said Empire lost 3 million viewers because of too much gayish. I only said cookie, call me, but the kid is going to fuck up the show. Now everyone is waiting for power." But of course, Vivica wasn't about to let him get away with that mess. She clapped back hard, dropping hints about 50 Cent's own secrets, and even implying he had something going on with Soulja Boy. Now that was a twist nobody saw coming. Behind the scenes, things were getting even messier. 50 Cent clapped back hard at Vivica with one of his most shocking comments yet. He said, "Oh no! Now she thinks I'm gay because I let her lick my ass. Wait! I didn't want her to. She forced me and my hands were tied. 50 shades of gray." The shade was real, and 50 was clearly trying to humiliate her. But Vivica wasn't about to take that lying down. She hit back with a savage move of her own, posting a never-before-seen photo of 50 wearing makeup, along with the caption, "Tell you what, 50 Cent, Since you keep on telling that lie, I challenge you to let's both go on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live, and we can put this to rest. That never happened, and you know it, Queen. Of course, that showdown never happened, but one thing's for sure, Vivica was ready to defend herself. Their messy history of throwing shade and taking jabs at each other just kept piling up. And while Vivica can be pretty messy herself, it's clear that 50 Cent is usually the one firing shots first. Right now, the drama's all about Vivica's newly enhanced body. And just like their original breakup, it's all boiling down to 50's immaturity. According to Vivica, he's doing the exact same thing he did back then, acting all tough for the public. At first, he made it seem like he was feeling her new look, even hinting he might be down to rekindle something. But the moment people started saying he still had the hots for her, he switched up and went on the attack, posting that weird video of her body to get her dragged all over social media. 50's always gotta play the tough guy, even when it makes him look completely petty. Well, word from an insider is that Vivica is officially done playing 50's childish games. She's warning him loud and clear to keep her name out of his mouth. Or else. And let's not forget, Vivica's one of the few who can go toe-to-toe with 50 and not flinch. Allegedly, she's still sitting on some serious dirt about him, and if he keeps pushing, she just might air it all out. 50 better chill, because it sounds like he really doesn't want smoke with BBL Vivi. These two exes stay tangled in the mess. But now I gotta ask, what do y'all think about 50 coming at Vivica out of nowhere? And do you believe Vivica's actually got something on him that could shut it all down? Let's hear it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay in the loop with all the latest tea. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll catch you in the next video.